Now for a movie rant break, One Up presents a movie rant break.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Movie Rant Break. Good morning, in case I don't see you. Good afternoon, good evening, good night. Yup. Today I'll be reviewing The Truman Show with a returning guest. We got PsilocyBen in the building. Hey.
Hello.
Hello.
I got to at least start off with the accent because we haven't killed it yet, so I got to do it a little bit, but no, I'm just going to be me.
Hey. No, thanks for coming back on the show, man. Good to see you.
Thanks for having me, man.
So people don't know, you're a promoter for the Maine Fungi Fest.
Yes, indeed.
And you back. I think Johnny coming back on the show potentially.
He is interested, yes. We got to figure out when we can make it work, but he does want to come back and chit-chat.
No doubt. So maybe we'll get that happening. We'll see. But excited to talk about The Truman Show with you. And yeah, it's going to be a dope episode.
Yeah.
When's
the last time you watched it, speaking of?
Teenager, like probably.
Really? So you're
Early
digging
20s.
deep. You're digging deep.
I haven't seen it in a long time.
All right.
It stuck with me though. It's a very impactful film. I think when you watch it, you don't forget it.
I watch it once a year to have wisdom come to me. You know, it's.
Wow.
Well, you know, just like some of those things, like there are certain things you pick up, and as you age and as you progress and you go through different experiences, you're going to pull more out of that. I like to think so. I try to watch it annually or biannually, you know, something, but.
No.
When it hit streaming, I was like, I need to watch this again.
It's on Paramount Plus for anybody that wants to watch The Truman Show.
I think I watched it on Hulu last night, too.
Yeah, I think it's on Hulu as well. Yeah. So getting into this. Let's see here. We got directed by Peter Weir, written by Andrew Nicole, produced by Scott Rudin, Andrew Nicole, Edward S. Feldman, Adam Schroeder. Film is starring Jim Carrey, Laura Linney, Noah Emmerich, Natasha McElhone, Holland Taylor, and Ed Harris. Cinematography, Peter Baizu. Edited by William Anderson, Lee Smith. Music by Burkhard Dalwitz, Philip Glass, Wojciech Kilar. That name's definitely didn't say it right.
Yeah. I bet you were close.
It's Wojciech.
Yeah, I'm not even going to try.
Yeah.
My dyslexic brain went no.
Yeah. So, film was released in LA June 1st, but to the public outside of the premiere was June 5th, 1998.
98, wow.
The 90s. Great era. Great decade, rather.
I remember it fondly.
I'm a 90s baby. Turn up. Runtime of 103 minutes. I also thought it was interesting. It was rated PG.
Well, there's really not that much vulgarity or anything. I think maybe one person said shit once. Like, there's not.
Yeah, it's kind of cool because you don't need to be vulgar in this film, but I did think it would be cool to see a darker toned film of the same concept.
Influenced by, Tim Burton, right?
Not necessarily a Tim Burton, maybe like, I don't know, like just something darker, I guess, because it was kind of.
So a little bit more of like, because as I was watching this too, it made me think of the other, what's the one where he's a race, Eternal Sunshine.
I don't think I've seen that.
Really? So it's.
What is the premise again?
The short version is basically he's going through this heartbreak and he decides that he's so distraught with losing this woman, he doesn't want to remember her at all anymore. So he goes to this place and they just go in and delete the memories. And as he's going through this process of denial and depression of losing this woman that he's madly in love with, you see all these memories he has, and as it gets closer to deleting them, you watch that turmoil unfold. So
Interesting. I'll have to check that out because I love Jim Carrey. I think Jim Carrey's great.
It was one of his first like really serious roles aside from The Truman Show, and this is like, if you've gone through a breakup within the last year and a half, I'm probably gonna cry. Be advised. Like, dude, it cuts deep. So
Noted.
Shout out to all the exes. What's up?
Fucks with them. So budget, we had $60 million. Box office 264.1. That's pretty solid. Reception from IMDb 8.2 out of 10. Rotten Tomatoes with 94%.
That's huge for tomatoes.
Yeah, Metacritic with 90%. And then brief breakdown. Yeah, main character Truman Burbank, played by Jim Carrey. His life is part of a massive TV set. It's
From birth.
from birth to it takes place between like birth and age 30, and then there's like an executive producer that's in control of the show, played by Ed Harris, who orchestrates the whole show. And yeah,
You know who else is in it? They didn't list, which I'm surprised. Paul Giamatti.
yeah. I wonder, was he killing it then or not?
No, it was early on in his career, and he was definitely like a subsequent character. He was like second in command to Ed Harris's role.
Yeah,
But he was prevalent, and he had the same goatee he's had for almost 30 years. Like, it's very clearly him.
it was like, oh, there's Paul Giamatti.
He still had a little more hair, but you know.
Wow, you had to throw shade at the man.
I'm going bald, dude. I'm pushing 38. Like, it's less than a month, so I gotta. You know,
Hey,
if I shave the beard down, I'm not too far from a Giamatti.
word, we're gonna have to get lit for your birthday.
Ow, my arm. It sounds terrible. Actually, so unsolicited shout out to a buddy of mine. If you are around February 2nd, we're all meeting at Captain Jack's in Naples because my buddy Papa Tim and the Whiskey Throttle band are playing over there.
Oh shit!
And half the staff there is friends of mine. So I'm like, you know what? That'll be like the pre-birthday party thing right there in Naples. So you are officially cordially invited, my friend.
Hey,
I'll even buy the first round.
hey, turn up.
Yeah, it's my birthday and I'll buy you a drink.
Okay, double need 1800 silver. Word.
I'll reserve my surprise.
Okay. So Jim Carrey is great in this, and so was Ed Harris. Held it down as well.
Absolutely.
Everybody was cool. Going into like the film overall, like I don't need to get into, in my opinion, I don't need to get into how well it was shot and whatever, like, because this is like a psychological film, and it was really solidly done. Like it was good. Like I don't care who the fuck you are. It was a good ass film. It was. There's more talking points just to the psychological aspect of it. So that's gonna be more of the angle that I'm gonna be talking about, because there was certain moments. The one thing that was kind of off at times, like I thought everyone had set it up and could hear everything, and then at times it felt like he was getting away with things he wouldn't be able to get away with because they'd see him. But like that aside, like whatever.
Well, because there's that one scene where everybody gets their earpiece screeches and they all react.
Yeah.
But then after that, there are like either they're really good actors and don't respond to the stimulus, or
yeah, that was the one thing I noticed that was kind of like, okay,
it's continuity error, right?
Yeah, but that was really it. Outside of that, it's a great film, and like I can look past that because they got to keep the plot moving, whatever. But psychologically, right, and for like culturally, like first off, how is this allowed in this world? Like how, like that was the first question where they allowed the debate. There was like 5 candidates of these unwanted children, and
which is dark in and of itself.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
let's exploit the orphans. Oh.
I know, and it's just. There was a lot there that I would have liked to have known more. I guess they brushed over it because it can get complicated. Obviously, like what mother gave away, like she paid or something. And
well, I think didn't they talk about like the mother got X amount to relinquish this child to this environment kind of thing? Like
I didn't catch that.
I feel like there was some when they were going back through and like showing the newspaper clippings. I think they did say an undisclosed amount or something to that effect was expressed that the mother was compensated for, relinquishing a life. But
fucking
I might be making that up.
Yeah, that's fine. But it showed you kind of, it was ironic because of where society's at now, where we're so glued to phones and constantly consuming content of video.
We exist in a constantly filmed world.
Yeah.
Like we don't have to stash all those cameras around because we all have one in our pocket. It's the same thing. Just we're paying $1,000 for this device to do that for them.
Type shit. Okay. But yeah, I just thought it was ironic, I guess, where they're watching this dude and around the clock, there's no ads, which is also funny because they had ad placement within the show and you could buy everything.
That was the difference, yeah. Like it was more PBS than it was.
Yeah, and it was cool how they explained like you could buy anything from the show, and I think it shows like an immoral world and how they would allow such like a preposterous thing for the sake of entertainment. Like the world was okay with that. Like there wasn't any there was that one chick that was kind of in love with him, or Lauren.
Infiltrated the set, got brushed away, right?
I want to get to that because like there's some shit in that, but like
Weird, I'm ahead of you again. That happens every time.
why not? But yeah, it was a testament to like what the world is. It felt like some fucking Black Mirror shit, right? Where like the world was okay with sacrificing this dude for the sake of entertainment, and it just Ed Harris's character. What?
It's disgusting.
Yeah, like at its core, it's really dark and twisted. And Christoph, Ed Harris' character, had the self-righteous mentality of like he was saving him from the dark world, essentially, that it is. And it doesn't really show you how dark the world is, but it shows you how people are so into the show. And I think if there was something like this in today's era, people would be like, it's fine. And people would, because it's not them, be okay with that. And I just think that's...
But how far off are we with all this terrible reality TV? Like going back to like the Osbournes, Keeping Up with Kardashians, all of, like, is that not the same even though it's scripted? Like, it's not that far off. These people are making money on us just watching them exist while we don't exist sitting on the couch. I've never comprehended that, like, that much dedication to a celebrity.
Yeah.
Like, I can't sit there and watch them live their lives for
It's
1
like,
hour out of every month. Like,
it's like the inverse of this, essentially, with the way reality is.
yeah, true.
Kind of, right? And it's funny because reality TV, I don't think was necessarily a thing yet in '98.
No, it was just, well, when did Road Rules? Because I know the
like
challenge,
2000, like Survivor was one of the first ones.
but all that was starting to come into favor around that time. Because I remember
2000 was Survivor. I know.
well, in
for a
Real
fact.
World Road Rules Challenge 2000 was the big one where they crossed those two shows that had been prevalent beforehand. So it's right in the same timeline.
Okay, when Real World start?
Well, I just could be dead on 98, right?
96.
Oh, whoa.
Wait.
Okay. Right when I got cable. No wonder I'm aware of it.
Wait. 92.
No way.
That's what I think that's what I'm seeing here. Yeah, it started in 92.
Thanks, MTV. Remember when you used to play music? That was cool.
But like, I don't know where this film's idea came from, per se.
It's religion. It's literally a story of religion.
Well, with the creator being
The creator
Christoph.
creates your little world and guides you through it. That whole divine intervention that many people of faith believe in, you know. And I'm not shitting on anybody. Don't get mad.
Okay.
Like, but you know, it is kind of the basis and the tenets of all religious endeavors. It is, I give myself in blind faith to the creator, and I trust the process therein. I mean, that's at its core, it is theological. That's what I realized last night at 2 a.m, rewatching this film.
Because this was based off a book.
I figured as much, but it's based in theological theory. Like, at least that's how I perceive it.
Yeah, the premise of the plot, like it's like symbols.
The symbols, the guidance, the care, the compassion, the unconditional love that Ed Harris tries to express.
Yeah, he's kind of a psychopath, though. Is he not?
Yeah, but I mean, ours is a zombie that rose after being nailed to a cross. So
Wait, say it again?
Jesus is a zombie that rose from the dead after being nailed to a cross.
Shit.
Like, it's all relative.
So the book is uncredited, but people are saying it's clearly based on Philip K. Dick book. Jesus Christ, that's his name.
It's based on someone's dick. Nice Freudian slip there, buddy.
No, because his name is Philip K. Dick. I couldn't make that shit up. It's called Time Out of Joint.
Interesting.
Philip K. Dick.
I
That's his name.
want to Google it, but I'm scared to see what comes up after that. Suggested. No. Delete.
That's so funny. Philip. Wow.
Well, Philip, if you're still out there, you created a wonderful story, and I'm sorry for your name.
That's crazy.
I hope middle school was easy for you.
Yeah, like, do you ever see a last name that's Dick?
Okay. So,
I don't think so.
when I was working at Radio Shack, I sold the protection plan on a cell phone to a customer whose last name was Fuck.
Shut the fuck
of
up.
Asian descent, and it was not spelled F-U-C-K, it was F-U-Q. But I'm like, how do you pronounce it? Fuck. I'm like, okay, just checking. Like, wanted to make sure I didn't offend you. And like, no, they're like, no, I know.
Shout out to Mr. Fuck.
Fuck you. No.
So
It was the best day at work.
anyways,
Off
so
topic.
how fucked up is everyone for also taking part of this in this? Not only the people that watch it, but the people that want to get the job. Like, how much are they paying you?
Actively being a piece of the puzzle. Yeah, that's an interest. I hadn't thought of that part. Like Laura Linney's character.
The wife is the worst, right? Like, what a hoe. Essentially, like, that was what I thought. I was like, this bitch is a hoe. She's naturally known as a fake wife that fucks this dude that is trapped in an experiment. Like, she's a terrible human
She is
being.
literally slutting herself out for entertainment reasons and
Yeah,
paychecks.
and money. Yeah, she a hoe. And then his friend is really shitty, too. And he has a little remorse. There's, like, that little sequence or whatever when he's, I would never lie to you, Truman, but...
Well, yeah, that's when he's talking about like trying to get out of there. He's like, I'm going to leave, and they're like hitting golf balls off the bridge or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And he's trying to show compassion, but unfortunately, it's veiled. And
Yeah.
they did a really good job. That's where some of the cinematography comes in. They showed his expression breaking that fourth wall, being humanizing him and showing him that he's like, oh man,
Because he is a human. He is a fucking human. You know what I mean?
But also, they don't have a life outside of this world either, right? Like, they just exist there. Like, they don't fuck off on Tuesdays for a day off and, like, go to the Catskills or some shit.
Well,
like,
that's what was interesting, because I think there was moments where characters would be sick or something and they go on a vacation and leave type shit. Or, like, remember he was talking about when his friend had got pneumonia and he was gone for a month. I was like, well, maybe he was getting a chance to go be somewhere else. But
what would you do then even? Like, who else do you know outside of this faux world? And, like, I mean, that would be like getting out of prison, I would think.
yeah, so, like, yeah, it's just like it was kind of weird because these people are fucked up, but are they stuck there too, kind of, for life?
Or do they have a double life? Is this like witness protection? Like, what's happening here?
Like, why would you want to be a part of it? Are they looking for clout? Is it a lot of money?
Well, it's got to pay decent because it's running 24 hours with no commercials, as discussed, and everyone's watching it. So you would be famous. So when you go out there in the world, you're signing autographs. Like, you can't go anywhere.
Yeah, I mean,
Like, oh my God, how's Truman? Like,
yeah. Did you think the friend or the wife was worse of a person?
the wife was the worst.
She is okay. That's what I thought too.
And it's only because she had to be so perfect in that role. And it's so fucking rude.
It's so rude.
Like, I mean, I feel like those are like friends of mine that are like, yeah, my wife realized that she doesn't like men and divorced me after 15 years. Like, it's that same level of betrayal. Like, it's all just fake.
Or it's I think it's more on the level of like fucking your friend. It's like you're fake. It's like worse. Like, I don't. It's
like leading someone
It's
on.
like, I don't want to say. It's like having sex with someone just for their money, I guess, and then like waiting for them to die, like type shit. Essentially,
Some Anna Nicole shit, huh?
I guess.
R.I.P.
Yeah. She's like Anna Nicole. She even blonde too. So what the fuck?
Yeah. Laura Lynn is an amazing actress, though.
I hate her.
Why?
Not like legitimately hate her, but I don't like. She's a good actress because every role she is in, I don't like her.
So speaking of Paul Giamatti, did you ever see the HBO John Adams series?
Negative.
It's boring as shit because it's history, but it's so well produced because it's HBO, and the two of them have incredible on-scene chemistry for that role. Definitely recommend watching an episode or two. Don't watch the whole thing unless you're like really patriotic this 4th of July. Like, you got to be ready for it, but it's incredibly well done, and the two of them are stellar together.
Okay. Did you think they ever planned on telling him?
I think they prepared for when they had to, but they were going to let this run until he died.
Yeah, because there was moments where they, especially when Truman was he was getting closer to leaving. Everybody obviously was anticipating the departure, but I couldn't help but to think like, oh shit, we're all unemployed now. Like, that's like what
Like the mill shut down in Rumford, man. Now what? Like, fuck.
They're like, oh no, like, oh shit, like this is our career. Like,
But there has to be some sort of severance written into the contract, you'd think. Maybe.
I'm sure. I mean, these motherfuckers. I mean,
Think of all the Comic Cons you could go to after being in the Truman Show.
dude, yeah, you'd be good. I mean,
Running the circuit of conventions. for the rest of eternity.
Like, so, yeah, I was surprised there wasn't any activism. There was just that one chick. Because I feel like there would have been a big opposition of...
But also, his dad came back.
Yeah, they didn't get into that at all. I was curious to see if, like...
Well, they ran him away. They were like, no, he died. You can't be here. And...
Because he snuck back in because he probably got close to this kid. And then they killed him off to prevent Truman from wanting to escape through the water, essentially, and it was just
gave him the fear of the water, and that was his easy way out because he's on a fucking island. Like that was the whole perpetration of that.
And it was like sad to like see how like that's what I'm saying. It's really the movie was kind of lighthearted, but really twisted.
It's like that song "Semi Charmed Life." Like, oh, this is so catchy. Like, oh, this is about coming off of meth. How come nobody told me this when I was dancing to it in 8th grade? Like, wow, what a broken reality.
The cross fingers thing with the wife in the picture, the wedding stuff. I had to rewind it because I didn't catch what he saw. You know how she's like doing this thing or whatever.
Yeah, she was like posing and like holding the flowers or something, and there's one her hands down by her side, and she's got the fingers crossed.
I don't know if that was supposed to be the moment they kissed at their wedding. You know, I think that's what it was. That's
like the kiss, the I do, the any legally like.
Yeah, like that was the moment she like fingers were crossed. Like this doesn't count.
That was as most human as she showed herself to be. Like, I crossed my fingers. It's fake. No, bitch. You a who?
Like she was such a bitch.
Yeah.
She had no regard of Truman. It was just sad. But like she'd go fuck him and stuff and suck his dick. Like,
but also wait, what's her backstory? Because she came into this at what? She must have been a young child as well. Was she also an orphan? Like what's
it would have been interesting to see. That's what I'm saying. There could be a
sequel.
TV show.
Somebody give us a sequel.
You could do a really cool TV show with the Truman Show concept. Because you could bring like in
backtrack all the characters.
Yeah, and just like see how they get there, and then it could be really interesting. Actually,
I would watch that.
I would watch that.
Now
too.
I have a lot of questions. We need to make that. Who do we tag to make this happen?
Would you watch that show if it was a real thing? Like, assume it was already in production. Because I felt myself being like, this would be a riveting show to watch. So, it's around 24/7.
So I wouldn't go out of my way to make time for it, but I'm sure I would watch it, and I know my friends would be watching it, at least a handful of them, and I'd have to be able to talk about it, so I would get sucked into this machine as well.
I think everybody does or did in the movie, and that was like the whole thing.
But like I left house parties in Florida because they were watching Jersey Shore, so like I have a hard time with this concept in general. So
but this is Truman.
But granted, but again, like if that was actual reality of it, God, this is disgusting, and I would be like displeased with myself.
It is like fucked up. I mean, they in the interview, Christoph is getting interviewed. It's Ed Harris's character, and the person's asking, you know, like what kind of surveillance they have. I had like a fucking
just brush your shoulders off, man. It's all right.
Shoulders off. Okay. But they said like there was like 5,000 cameras for the city, and I know it's a small little city, but I was like, that's not shit. Is it 5,000 cameras on buildings? Because you're not talking about the button cams and like that are.
Oh yeah,
on
all the
people.
hidden ones at the post and the hubcaps, or like the one in the vent in the car.
Because 5,000 is not a lot of cameras. I mean, what are we talking here? Like, I mean, that seems like it wouldn't nearly be enough.
Yeah, well, back then, I mean, right now there's 5,000 cameras in the city of Wyndham, like just existing between the streets, the stores, you know. So you could cover the spread, I suppose, but
I mean, maybe that's enough. I don't know. But it just sounds like that doesn't.
Someone good at math who has Asperger's, please do the math on this for us.
Whatever.
Figure out the square footage of the island. How many camera angles need to be covered? How many side streets there are?
I don't know the square footage of this motherfucker, this city. Like, I mean, it just didn't seem like enough.
But did it not give off Nantucket vibes? I felt like they were kind of emulating Nantucket.
Maybe.
I mean, it was like loosely based on that concept of just this small little like ritzy oasis.
Yeah, you want to know a fun fact about the film?
No, I don't.
Okay. I'll tell you later then.
Just kidding. Yes, please.
No, you have to wait.
I ruined it.
You have to wait. So could the Truman Show be pulled off in real life?
Aside from the moral applications and legal bullshit, conceptually, yes, it could be done.
Do you think a whole city they could do that shit?
Look at how Disney operates. It could be done.
Okay. Because think about it's way more money than Disney was in the Truman Show, obviously.
Sure, but there's also 6 people that have more money than anyone will ever need in the entirety of existence. So the money is out there if the right person decided. Like, we have bald people riding space dicks, you know, like
Okay, do you think
like the money's out there? It
Do
could
you
happen.
think this has ever been talked about in a room with maybe say those 6 rich ass motherfuckers?
God, I fucking hope not.
So you don't think it's happening now? They already got a spot, and they're like,
I have not thought of this prior, so I'm not sure. I just really hope it hasn't, because it's
all these kidnapping shit, and they're taking people, like they're putting them in this fucking show.
We're going Epstein with this now.
You're going Epstein with this shit right now.
No, God, no. Say it isn't so.
Sorry, my bad.
Holy shit. Do you know what's disgusting though? Because of that joke, like that, and what the Epstein thing is disgusting. I don't want to make light of something horrible, but of course it's been talked of then. If all of these things are coming to light and aliens exist now, apparently, like fucking, which I believed it anyway, but like now it's like real, but of course it has. It must have. Some asshole has discussed this with somebody else.
Interesting. Do you think, so you're saying that you think a structure could be made to contain someone like this? Maybe not in the Hollywood Hills like they had it. Like he was behind the Hollywood sign, which I thought was funny. A little quirky, but I liked it. But like maybe in the desert running off solar panels and shit. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, think of all the conspiracy theorists that believe that Area 51 hides the stage.
Maybe that's where the fucking Truman Show's at.
You know, and
It's
like
in Area
that's,
51.
they just revamped the moon landing site, and now it's the Truman Show, right? Stuck in Area 51.
So
that's why it's blocked off.
we need some debunking here. Like, is there a Truman Show at Area 51? Maybe that's what's happening, and all the elites get to watch the show.
You know what's going to be hilarious is when this podcast explodes because we started a new conspiracy theory, and they're like,
Oh shit!
dudes in white coats knock on our doors, like, you need to come with us.
Shit!
Like, dude, I made a fucking joke. At like,
I would send him to your address. I'm like, I don't know that guy. He lives there.
well, thankfully, my last name is very hard to find, and I'm the only person
Your
that
name is hard to find.
I'm being facetious. I'm the only one in existence. Everyone knows where I am. And I'm dressed like a fucking mushroom. Like, I'm kind of easy to find, man.
Shit. Swag.
They'll be knocking on my door first. Don't worry.
Yeah, I think that aside,
Yeah. Just kidding, guys.
now more than ever, like this show, I think could be something, or people would want to do it, or they're already doing it. But like, it would be even more successful in this era with phones, where people could constantly be watching the Truman Show rather than just being at home tuning into Channel 8. It would be
Right. It's
extreme. Like
the media is there and readily accessible.
yeah,
Like, have you ever thought about how many screens you are currently in possession of? Like, how many screened items you own?
Too many.
Like,
What do you think? What age would you think someone figured it out on average if they were in a Truman Show?
are we talking current timeline or timeline? Like, because in the 90s, maybe till you're 30. Because you didn't have that much information readily accessible. You weren't bombarded by constant information. Now we are so overloaded with information. There's no way it wouldn't cross your, existence somehow on one of these screens you own.
Okay.
You would have
but
to
you'd
find
have
out.
that shit locked in. Where, say, in this little zone that this motherfucker's living at, you've taken out technology. It's only just a TV at the house.
You know what? They're not filming it at Area 51. They're filming it in North Korea. They're controlling the media. That's how it's working. They don't even have like computers over there, man. Like no cell phones. No.
So that's the Truman Show.
Yeah.
Well, no. So
Sorry.
so what age? Like seriously, like if they were contained and no internet, essentially.
I think that first chemical dump of teenage years, you would be asking questions. Like 12 to 16, you'd start getting really curious as you evolve. They say, like, especially men, you go through 3 different chemical dumps, and you get one when you're a teenager, one in your late 20s, and then one as you age more. And it changes your perception of reality as well as what you desire, what you're looking for, what you're trying to progress to be as an individual, your sleep patterns, and all this other stuff. A friend of mine actually told me this back when I was in high school. He's like, I think you had your first chemical dump. I'm like, what does this mean? I'm 14. Oh, I have zits. Like, but I think with that comes a lot more questions. You start critically thinking at that point. You're no longer just running around eating Doritos. You're actually like looking at life with intention. Around that time would be when like something seems weird here, man. Like
Based on how my life was when I was 17, 18, I feel like that would be potentially where I would start getting suspicious. But at the latest, but I can't say for sure. I mean, shit, maybe I'd be 50 before I figured it out.
Yeah, I mean, I've not always been the brightest man, so exactly.
I mean, it could have been even more clever than they were in this show. Like, it was a little too redundant. I think Truman was naive, naturally.
But if you don't know any better, they raised him in naivete. Is that right?
Don't ask.
Can't spell the word, but I can pronounce it correctly.
But yeah, I mean, I guess 30 was like a decent age. But fun fact, the original script had Truman living in a recreation of New York City. But Peter Weir, the director, changed it to this little town to make it feel less sci-fi, allegedly.
So it's not like... It's not circumventing something that already exists. It's creating its own.
Say again?
So, like, instead of, like, taking something we all know to be New York and then placing him into this, you know, like, sci-fi is the term you used, by doing it as this utopia that makes it more, I don't know.
Lighthearted. I think it's less grit. And the other thing, too, is Truman was supposed to be just out of high school. But since Jim Carrey was already, like, in his 30s.
It worked. I mean, he had the young face for it anyway.
But it got swapped to him being turning 30 rather than teenager. And I'm sure the book, he's a teenager. That's the premise. But also, Ed Harris and Jim Carrey never met during filming The Truman Show.
Really?
Thought that was interesting.
I mean, I'm sure they met after, but
Maybe.
but that's cool though. So then to keep that mystery alive, I kind of like that. I love little nuances like that. Where
that was my favorite little tidbit that I saw. I was like, that's fire.
So wait, did they actually show his picture on the screen when he's like,
I'm sure
Truman, I'm the creator.
I'm sure there was like shit like that.
But no, like at the end when he's talking to him, he's like, I created you. Like did they actually show him I wonder how like sincere those reactions were.
I mean, they're both phenomenal actors. I don't think they need to have the other side.
Sure, but then to get a true reaction from somebody like that, ooh, chills.
I'm assuming
You know?
I'm assuming they didn't unless they were doing some sort of dialogue through just like a speaker or something, like real time.
Just one really loud speaker. I'm sorry.
I don't have these fucking answers, okay?
Well, I thought you knew everything. Aren't you the creator? Am I not Truman? Did I misunderstand my assignment today? Oh, that's right. I forgot who I was all of a sudden.
You're the guy that's sitting in the tub watching the Truman Show. Why was he in the tub? Excuse me. Why was he in the tub the whole time? He was just in the tub.
So maybe that was his routine. So again, we talked about how like you'd have to tune in at certain times based on your day and like how we used to wait to watch a show on a Friday at 8. You'd plan your day around seeing the next episode kind of thing on the weekends. Must see TV or whatever. And maybe that was his routine. He'd get his Chinese food takeout. He'd make himself a cup of tea, and he'd just have to get into his nice, relaxing tub and watch somebody else's life go to shit. Maybe
I like that.
Maybe that's
he was taking more than just one tub a day though. There was it wasn't always at night.
It's called self-care. Look it up.
Sorry.
I wish I was serious.
But
hey, maybe some people have skin conditions that require them to shower twice a day.
Hey. Gotta do what you gotta do, man.
I can't judge.
Yo, so
HS Warriors.
I couldn't understand why the girl Lauren, the one that he was infatuated with, and like she was trying to expose the situation.
The slightly cross-eyed chick.
Was she? I didn't notice.
One of the eyes kind of wandered, but she's gorgeous.
Yeah, she's a pretty girl. But if she was such a threat to the operation, why did they keep putting her by him? Because she was hired on to be there, and then like she was getting his attention. It was she was put next to him 2 more additional times after the first time.
True.
That he noticed her when he was in band, and she was like by the tree or whatever. It was like at the dance, and then it was at the library. And
well, is that not good television? That if he's enticed by this person, he's got a genuine infatuation. This is the first outside love he's indulging in. You want to see him struggle with that, and I hate to say struggle, but that's good. That's good television.
Okay. That's not a terrible answer. I'm surprised there wasn't more people trying to tell Truman the reality of the situation. 30 years, and what was there like?
But thousands of people came through that set.
But yeah, that like they didn't expose. Like she was the only one that was really trying to lay it out for him and say, "Listen, this is not."
Well, she probably wanted to run away to the island. Like, did she put that idea in his head?
I don't know. Like I'm saying, there was some little, not plot holes, but unexplained things, which was the mystique and mystery was cool, but it's like, wait, what's up with that?
So I remember when he was starting to talk about leaving, all I could think about at that point was the movie Pleasantville. Did you ever see that one?
I haven't seen that. What is that?
So it's kind of like the same premise as Click, but then it goes back to like the 1950s. It was it Tobey Maguire and what the hell's her name? Reese Witherspoon, I think. And they're fighting over watching a certain TV show, and they hit the remote at the same time, and they go into the TV, and they go to Pleasantville. And
Oh, yes.
And like the basketball team always wins, and the milkman's always on time. Everybody's pleasant. It's all just like perfect Beaver Cleaver world. And then, and it's all black and white. And as they start bringing like normal existence of modern times to it, colors start showing up.
What's the name of that film again?
Pleasantville. And then like the basketball team starts missing, and like all these girls are getting promiscuous and going up and like making out up in the hills and the like convertibles. But like I felt like that was the second piece of this part. Like the plot holes are filled in by the movie Pleasantville. That was a thought I had last night. Yeah, like not really, but
how
like,
much edibles did you eat on that one?
Only my nightly dose, but I may have been out with some friends prior. I might have been sailing with Mr. Captain Morgan slightly.
Any mushies?
No flow session that night, actually.
Hey.
I thought about it, but I was like, I don't want as much wisdom as the mushrooms would tell me this evening to watch the Truman Show at 1:00 in the morning.
That would actually not be bad. But Pleasantville is cool. I've seen that a long, long time ago, and I want to watch that.
When you do, get ready, because it is far longer than I ever remembered. It's an excellent film, but I'm like, why is it over 2 hours long? What the fuck is happening right now? Like halfway through it, I'm like, this is still happening? Oh my God, guys, like wrap it up. Was there not a director's cut? Like tighten it a little.
Tighten it a little bit.
There's at least 20 minutes of this that you could have let go.
Shit.
But it is far better than I realized when I watched it on a VHS as a child. Like rewatching it, I'm like, this is fucking brilliant. Like,
there's a lot of adult underlying themes in that, if I remember correctly. Even as a kid, I could pick up on it. I was like, there's a lot more going on here than just.
Well, it's end of the day, it's like opening up to sexuality and living life outside of the parameters of finite expectations. So branching out all the like the same way that like Elvis was being obscene by shaking his hips on the TV.
What a slut.
Yeah, now I remember when I was in high school, there was like upskirt cams for like Cancun and like on MTV. Like they literally had a camera where the girls would walk over plexiglass, and I'm like, huh.
Shout out to MTV.
Twice now.
Wow.
Play music again, bring back the upskirt cam.
Wow.
Sorry, Mom.
Sorry, Mom.
But no, but like that is one of the themes in that. And I think that kind of rings true in Truman as well, where like him wanting more out of it is him branching out of this societal expectation of which he exists exclusively within.
Okay. Do you think, has everybody at one point in their life, because of this movie, felt like they were living in the Truman Show? Or like even previous, like did people have that idea before the movie? Or like, I feel like everyone's watching my life. Like, was that a concept?
Well, it depends on your level of consciousness. So we talk about flow sessions. Prior to my first flow session, I remember realizing that we are powerful beings. We use 10% of our brain. What's the rest for? Not just memory, not just breathing, not just, living function. I realized in moments of doubt-free thought, I am perfectly capable of manifesting things. A very finite example is I'll be driving down a back road, say backside of Denmark, headed to see a friend of mine, somewhere in town, and I'll be like doing 60 down a back road, like, shit, I should slow down. There's probably going to be a cop. And I round the next corner and there's a fucking cop. Now, is that awareness or is that manifestation? What are we capable of in moments of doubt-free thought?
Okay, I mean,
with that, are we in a show? Are we in control? Or am I tapping into what is being created for me?
I mean, there's a lot of people that have opinions on that.
There's no good answer. I'm not omnipresent. I don't know. I'm not the creator.
But so I just didn't know before the movie, because people are like, sometimes I feel like I'm on my own little Truman Show or whatever the fuck.
Well, the reference wasn't there, but I think the awareness has always stood.
Yeah, and hence the movie and the concept. I mean, that book from Mr. Dick came out in the 50s.
And so, I mean, that has to have been prevalent. I mean, so think back even, early man days, you would know when a storm is coming and you would seek shelter. You would feel the presence of a predator behind you. You would have a certain level of awareness about the world being created for you. Again, what was that quote? We believe in the world that is presented to us, or we accept the world that is presented to us. The Ed Harris quote from the movie. And you have to be aware of that. You have to be aware of your surroundings or you're never going to survive it. So with that, the concept, I think, has always been there for humanity. But as far as, like, I feel like I'm being watched, maybe not expressed the same way, but now it's like, dude, I'm in a fucking episode of The Truman Show.
Yeah, I fuck with that. I thought the ending was interesting. He gets to the edge of the water.
Faces his fear.
Yeah, and that whole shit, like that whole exhibit or establishment is gnarly. Like the what it would take to do that is absolutely absurd. But
it was like an episode of the Simpsons movie with the dome.
Yeah, the Simpsons
basically the same
type shit. But after he gets to the edge of the ocean or whatever the fuck, he ends up walking out. And I thought it was interesting how they showed yet again how society would react to the end of this dude's life, essentially. Like, his life is just starting. He's been a prisoner, essentially. He walks out and the clips to the security guards, and then they're like, we want to watch next.
Yeah.
And I just didn't know what you thought the message was in that moment.
Well, so going back to the tub guy, too, I mean, he freaks out. He almost drowns himself.
Yeah, he's grabbing onto something on the side of his...
He's freaking out, crying, splashing water everywhere. Like, bro, calm down. Like, what, the waitresses are crying, and then the security guards just being like, oh, neat. I mean, I think that's... what I took from that being PsilocyBen, you know, an expanded consciousness individual. Where you're at in your own journey as an individual, let alone your soul age, would probably play a huge role in how you would perceive the end of this. So young souls, like the two security guards that have mediocre jobs, not to downplay security guards, but, you know, they're not climbing a corporate ladder. They have purpose, and they're fine with that. For them, this is solely entertainment. There is no emotional connection. There is no, like, oh my God, I hope he does well. They're not really invested in it. It's like watching a sporting event. Like, oh, the Bucks won. Cool. Okay. What's next? Like, it just doesn't fucking matter. It was purely entertainment, which ignorance is bliss, as they say. But then, you know, you got the guy drowning himself in the tub. He is emotionally invested in this.
Yeah.
He needs Truman to succeed. He needs Truman to evolve. He needed him to let go. And he experienced a similar release at the end of the series.
Yeah, because for me, I just felt that it was another testament of how, I guess, lack of a better term, like soulless sometimes society is. They're like, oh, like this dude just figured out he is living a lie, like the biggest lie of all time. And these people have been watching this motherfucker for 30 years, and they're just like, whatever, like, you trying to watch the game or whatever the fuck.
I mean, maybe they're just sociopaths that don't feel connection, but I think that's the proper technical term. But you're absolutely right, though. It is just what an abomination of existence
for the people not giving a fuck.
Yeah,
or like Truman,
but all of them. Like, it's unfortunate Truman was in that situation and had to go through this grand awakening. But likewise, like, to have that joyless of a life as a security guard. You watch him for 30 years and go, all right, what else? How do you take pleasure in anything? Holy shit.
Yeah, I mean, I'm usually sad just when, like, a season's over of a show. So, like, if there was a 30-year running show that was, like, the show, I would feel like there would be a little more of a pause on the next moment. I don't know, just something.
Yeah, like, don't leave me hanging. This can't be the end. Was it that show Freaks and Geeks, man? It was like a season and a half of it, and it was what launched all the Canadian actors, like Jason Segel, Seth Rogen. I was going to do his laugh. I'm like, what the fuck's his name? But Freaks and Geeks was brilliant, and it was Judd Apatow's first real breakout with anything. And it got canceled because nobody understood it. But I've rewatched that short ass fucking series like 6 times. It is incredible.
I haven't seen it.
And I've had a crush on Linda Candellini for a very long time.
Velma?
Yes.
Velma's a smoke.
Yeah, see? It's not just me.
Velma.
I wouldn't kick her out of bed for eating cookies.
Dude,
I'll deal with the crumbs, baby.
Body.
If you see this, call me.
Damn. No, call me. Fuck him. Call me.
I mean, you're getting famous, but I'm the famous one. All right.
PsilocyBen.
I wish I actually had as much ego as I pretend to have.
Oh shit! This can't be a therapy session. We don't have time for that. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to come back next episode. We can maybe get into more of your feelings, but
Don't worry. Feed me whiskey on my birthday party and at the Captain Jackson. I'll cry and tell you everything. All right.
no, you're supposed to buy me a drink.
That's the first round. Then you buy me whiskey and I get to cry to you, and that's it.
I'll probably bring you a bottle or something. We'll talk about it.
No fucking whiskey. Jokes aside, no fucking whiskey.
So overall, I love this movie concept because of the
Absolutely.
psychological premise. I think it's brilliant, and it's, I think people they always have that question of like, what's real and what's not, and this was a great execution of this concept of this film, especially in the era of film where like they could easily botch something like this, but they did a really solid job with it, with a solid ending, which is always appreciated. And
It was punctuated nicely.
yeah, so I would have to give this film like an 8.3.
Wow, that's high for you.
It's high for me, but it's so deserving. If someone wanted to give it a 10, I wouldn't be mad.
I was gonna say I'm gonna go with a good 9. Because again, I grade nice. I grade.
I
easy.
grade nice.
Well, as we learned the first time we talked about Super Mario, like I gave that a higher mark than you, and you're like, wait, what? I'm like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
You're much harsher. But like, no, it is a solid 9.
That's totally fair. What did you give Mario?
Wasn't
Do you
I?
want-
I think I said like a 7.5 or an 8, something like that. Just for the production value, I think.
I usually have these here. I fucked up last time. I was trying to look up a score. You're like, I don't have yours listed. Mine was 8.3.
Either way, you were shocked at my answer. I forget what it was. It might have also been a 9. I think I'm gonna be the 9 guy.
You're
I'm
the
just
9
tell
guy?
everything's a 9 guy. But no, I wanted to throw some quantum physics at you with this as well.
Oh fuck! I don't do that.
Well, so something we're gonna have to review at some point. I think I'd mentioned this previously when Johnny was here. What the bleep do we know? Had we talked about this?
Negative.
Came out in the early 2000s. I want to say 2001, and it's a doc, but it's kind of a movie. There is a storyline that runs through it, and it features the incredible first deaf Miss America, Marlee Matlin, and she runs the storyline through this, and it's her anxiety and her turmoil, and she's a photographer in the city.
What's it called? What the bleep?
What the bleep do we know?
What the bleep do we know? You gave it an 8.5, by the way, Mario.
Oh yeah, see, I told you it was somewhere near there.
So you're not Mr. Nines, just to be clear.
Now I am.
No, you're not.
I'm gonna dress to the 9s. Hey, actually,
you need
so
to calm down, sir. You need to calm down.
I got to actually put a suit on to go pose for a photo tomorrow that I put off because of a snowstorm. My attire for New Year's won me best dressed at a certain restaurant at the Queen's Head in Bridgeton, and I got a gift card for it, so I have to pose for a photo that they can put on social media.
Wow, that sounds.
So you'll appreciate. I'll show you the picture later.
That sounds kind of comical. The rest, it is comical. It is comical. You got the restaurant. You went to a restaurant best dress competition on New Year's, and you want a gift card.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
And it gets better. So it's all black. I got a black wool fedora that I got in high school. I've got this moleskin jacket. It's the softest thing in the world. Black shirt, black pants. I polished up my fucking 7-year-old Doc Martens. Like, dude, I was going for it. But
What
the tie,
gift card? Is it?
It's a $50 gift card to the restaurant. It's awesome.
I was hoping you were gonna be like, it's like 25 to Dunkin' Donuts or Subway. I was like, yes, that's awesome.
Yeah, I have like 13 subs coming my way because I put on a suit. No, it's for the restaurant, which is great. But the tie that I had purchased for Halloween for some concept I had late night, and it didn't pan out because, late night choices. Thanks, Amazon. But the tie is the exact pattern of the carpet from The Shining. And that's the only color I had in the entire outfit. It's all black plus
fuck
the
yeah.
Shining carpet tie.
I fuck with that.
And dude, it was awesome. I'll show you the picture. You can, if you want to use this as a clip, you can put it right here. Right here. Where are they?
We're not.
Right there.
You're gonna have to win a way bigger competition before I'm posting your like best dressed pictures.
Yeah,
like,
but that's gonna be fucking hilarious.
I'll be the judge of that.
Wait till you see the picture of me wearing the fedora. It's
Okay.
great.
Fair enough.
A full on it's not a light up mushroom hat. I understand, but
Is the lights on? They are on. It's weird because the material where the gills are at.
yeah, that's the only place it really shines.
Yeah, and there's a glimmer to it, so sometimes it doesn't look like it's
Well, yeah,
lights.
it's metallic. So
yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
But wait, before I forget the original thought, I don't know how I ended up talking about how good I
What was
looked
the
on New Year's,
original thought? Oh God.
which also New Year's was a nightmare. I'm sorry, guys. So the original thought was in the movie What the Bleep.
Oh shit! Yeah,
Yeah, we went way off. I don't
that
know
was
how we even got there.
you. That was you talking about how cool you looked to everybody at the restaurant.
Because I'm trying to have an ego and I have ADD.
Oh my god! All I'm hearing is bullshit excuses.
You know when the adults talk in the Peanuts cartoons? I feel like I'm this close. So in the movie What the Bleep,
Oh god!
no, so there's they talk about the double slit experiment, and what it is, they hook up a device that can fire single electrons. All right, and they're firing it at this plate that has 2 slits in it. And as they fire these single electrons, they notice that they're creating a interference pattern on the back wall. So effectively what they take from this information is it creates waves of possibility. So each electron either hits the wall, goes through this slit, goes through that slit, or hits the back wall.
Okay.
Or, like, so it just, there's a mediation that they can't figure out. And they weren't expecting waves, they were expecting 2 bands on the back wall. Because it's like, okay, it goes through this one, goes through this one. But as it passes through it, creating this wave pattern, it exists in superposition on the other side of this double slit. So to figure out what the fuck is happening, because we're scientists and we don't know what's going on, they put a camera there to see which one it goes through. And as soon as the camera was there, the electrons created 2 different patterns on the back wall. So they went from waves of possibility to 2 existences. Well, 3 if you count it hitting the wall or going through either slit.
So what does that mean to me?
As a conscious individual, we create reality. So everything exists in superposition until we decide upon it with our eyes. Being a conscious, sentient being, we decide what happens around us.
I didn't get that out of what you told me, but if someone out there did, that's good.
So there's a great little clip of it, and it's a stupid little cartoon that they use in the film, and it explains it in great detail. And it really is just the fact that we are conscious beings. We allow ourselves to decide what happens. What we all agree upon to be reality happens because we witness it as conscious individuals.
I get that premise. I fuck with that.
So think of it too as like eyewitness testimony is usually shit because everybody saw something different. They genuinely saw something different.
And they believe it to be like the reality that it.
Because that's exactly what they saw, but that was their reality per the double slit. They chose what that electron did. You follow the logic?
I do. You did, I think, a decent job, but I just didn't know where that was going.
That's usually how most people listen to me. I know my place in life.
You need to slow down your fucking depression right now.
I'm just fucking kidding, man.
You're
I'm having fun with it.
You're on the show. Like,
No, dude, I'm just joking.
Are you
around.
okay?
I'm good. It's just, dude, it's wintertime in Maine, man. I'm fucking deep in thought. But it is also like you need to be aware of these things. And
But you need to be aware of these things.
yeah, like just in general, like if I don't acknowledge the fact that it's been gray and snowy and cold outside for fucking weeks, that like.
That's why you just gotta get your hustle on up in Maine. And just anywhere in the northern states, it gets cold in the winter and shit. You just gotta stay hustling and stay getting that money and staying busy. And spring will be here before you know it, and you'll be happy and you can fucking chill the fuck out.
If you remember, the reason we're here again is I texted you at 3 a.m. and said, dude, I got to do another fucking podcast. Like, get me back out here. I need another adventure.
Dude,
and here we are, and I appreciate it tremendously.
No doubt. I love to have you on the show. And you're gonna come back on to promote the Maine Fungi Fest.
3rd annual.
Allegedly.
Yeah, no, we're doing it. We're gonna make it happen. Johnny's excited. I talked to him recently.
Yeah.
And
I'm gonna do that shit.
Can I give it a plug? We're coming up.
Yeah, hit your plugs and shit.
So Maine Fungi Fest, the 3rd annual, will be at USM this year in Portland, and it'll
Portland,
be
Maine.
Yep. Yeah, not the other Portland, Maine.
Sorry,
Thank you.
just clarifying. Yeah, Portland, Maine.
It'll be May 18th and 19th. We're only doing 2 days this year. We're trying to hone in the process to make this a little more fluid. We hope you join us again, my friend.
No doubt.
I would love it if you do some recordings while you're there. I know I mentioned it to Johnny. We'll discuss it with him, but
Yeah, I'm down to do something.
I think that'd be sick.
Yeah, it would be super dope. The burlesque show, by the way, for anybody that hasn't seen one, Johnny was building that up last time.
Yep.
I had never been to a burlesque show, and it was fucking dope.
Cold Night Burlesque.
It was sick.
Led by our friend Nettie Jim Tempo, among others. But Nettie is kind of...
she killed it. She was awesome. The choreograph and the show she put on was really good. I was impressed.
There's a million people that make that show happen, but
Definitely.
Nettie is the choreographer lead for that event. And Johnny is the brains behind all the other endeavors that I've been part of with those guys.
Good peoples. I fuck with them.
And I had a lot of fun being the clap meter
The clap meter?
for we had a costume contest.
You shouldn't pass around chlamydia, bro.
Hey, I had to share my room with the dude that showed up in the wedding dress that won the fucking costume contest. All right, so I was not getting the clap. I didn't sleep with anybody but myself.
All right. That's a long story. You don't need to tell that.
Yeah, but it was just funny. I wanted to talk about how my roommate had a dress because, dude, you died laughing. Do you remember that?
Yeah, because
you were mid flow. You're like, dude, that dude's wearing a fucking wedding dress. I'm like, yeah, Johnny put him and me. Blah, 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 take two. He put him in my room, and you died. You damn near fell out of your fucking chair. You were laughing so hard.
It was so fucking funny. I was like, that's who he put you to room with? That's hysterical.
Which it's even better that after that, I had to go upstairs. He had other plans to go in town to meet up with people, so I had to unzip him out of his wedding dress so he could fuck off and party with everybody else while I went to sleep.
Oh my God. That's classic shit right there.
He's like, hey, man, you want to do me a huge favor? I'm like, you're pushing it already, bud. What do you need? He's like, could you zip me out of my wedding dress?
Oh my God.
And I'm typing to myself things I didn't expect to hear tonight in Portland, Maine.
Goodness gracious.
This is a family show.
So May 18th, May 19th, Fungi Fest.
USM Fungi Fest, yep.
Word. W-Dub. So burlesque again?
I would hope so.
That'd be cool.
I know the burlesque is going to come back around more so this summer. Tragically, we're not doing a Dave Sauna run this year.
Oh, sure.
Weird Rob's going to pop up in other places, though, man. Don't worry. He'll be out there. There are rumors of something happening in December, and out of respect for Johnny, I will not publicly disclose what's happening. But if you see anything about Dave Sauna in December in the greater Portland area, I strongly advise you buy a ticket because I promise you it'll be fucking hilarious.
And sold out. I couldn't go because the tickets.
Dude, yeah. So 2 years in a row, we sold out both nights of Dave Sauna at Deer Trees. We're talking 300 seats. Opening night, we had the night you were coming. I had to call you and be like, bro, I'm sorry. Like, we sold the last 12 seats in the fucking rafters.
Oh, I was going to be sitting in the rafters.
If you had showed up, you would have had to sit on
rafter seats?
I didn't have control over this at that point, bro.
Unbelievable. I thought I was getting VIP seats. This is bullshit.
That's why I told you to stay home because I didn't have one for you. I could have put you backstage, but it's not the same.
It's okay.
Backstage is just like a piano bar. It would have been cool too, but I'm not
I mean, shit. I'm always down to chill.
We'll get you to it. It's Dave Sauna's not done by any means.
Oh, good.
Weird Rob will live on for many moons.
Weird Rob's your character you play in the.
Oh yeah, so Weird Rob does a lot of cocaine dancing around the sauna being ridiculous.
Word.
He's so much fun. I fucking love that character. It is everything that I am not. And I love being him. It gets to just step right outside of myself. He's my Truman Show.
Right, full circle. All right, cool. So Fungi Fest, May 18th, May 19th, USM, Portland, Maine. Say what's up.
I got one more for you too. We do want to do a collab. So my 9 to 5 is Cook Farms. Talk to the boss man. Per our discussion prior, we do want to have you link up with us.
Yeah, no. We can talk about off the show.
But either way, Cook Farms. What's up, guys?
No doubt. Shout out to them. Okay. So yeah. I'm gonna hit the Truman Show with an 8.3. PsilocyBen hitting it with a 9. Thank you for being on the show.
Thank you, my friend.
Really appreciate it. And to all you beautiful people out there, good morning. And in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.